teams, and I am so excited for it, man. Kang versus CNED, that's the matchup that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, and here it is.
Right into mid, off the rip. Preordained is what it feels like. Kang with one in the tally. Let's see how this fight gets taken. Dart taken care of. An attempt there from Sugetsu, but he's brought down, traded. Chichu now running down and getting the squeeze onto Angel. He's going to be able to hear all of this. He has to hold close to default, but he is being swamped from two different directions. Cove, recall star, or at least a normal star, at least to get him back out and into safety.
Really well done by Xiao there, throwing help utility for Angel. Can he make anything of it?
Let's regroup with the rest of his team. Still player's advantage for NAVI. Smoke fading away. Equalizing a little bit though. Maybe they can make something from this. Haodong, low on HP. Nav gets a bit of information.
That might tell him that Haodong is in back hall though, and he's not. He's tucked over a generator.
Oh, well, okay, just spamming onto that corner. Still weak enough. Haodong takes the fight together with Chichu. That's going to be a pistol round. Going away of Edward Gaming.
In fact, all time, you might be surprised to know that Navi are 8-0 on this map. They've never lost on Pearl, despite the fact they don't play any Harbor Viper. They've also not really played against. Listen, I don't want to rag on the EMEA teams too badly, but they haven't played against any teams that are considered great on this map. So that might be one of the big reasons why they're undefeated still.
Pearl tends to get avoided quite a bit in the EMEA. Banned out or avoided entirely, so you are completely correct. It's an apt point about the amount of preparation and practice they might have against some better teams out in the map. Should be quite clean though, assuming you get the spike down. Taking their time with it.
And also, this has got to be traumatic for EDG, having to start on this map after it's been the heartbreaking, confidence-crushing way in which they've lost two of their best opportunities to secure a win in the column for China.
At the highest level, these big international tournaments. The desk was talking about it. Kang's tweet as well about him losing sleep over these losses. Don't blame him.
Yeah,
it's been hard fought. The guy certainly been doing his fair share of deadlifting for the team, but let's take a look at this round now. A couple of rifles in the hands of the EDG, so there is some danger here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So slightly.
Their economy is excellent, in fact. So EDG are going to go and take A main control. Zipan's just jiggle peeking that. Hasn't seen anything just yet.
There it is. Information for Zipan is going to be backing away almost immediately here. Stars still available to be activated. This fight has taken it out though, that's an important one. Smoggy wins it, pushing through the high tide. Again, just squeezing through the back. Angel's still alive, but Smoggy, again, the watchful eye on all of the extremities.
The trade's been good, but Sugetsu, he's got past this nano swarm.
Still Smoggy. He's there. The rifle in his hands. A short work. He's on for the ace. Already 4 kills for him. The lockdown placed. CNED. He sees the spike, but he does have to vacate. He's got to get out of there.
And he's trying not to give away any information either.
Just walking, narrowly avoiding detainment, but you know where he is. Cascade now pushed into his face. A bit of spam this way. Snakebite avoided. Tap onto the spike. No one's watching for it, but wow, Smoggy set up for the ace.
EDG's one of their biggest win conditions is getting the other players that aren't Kang online. Great start.
Amazing start. I mean, this is Navi's map pick of Pearl. They went here after watching, Edward Gaming have these incredibly close losses on the international stage, most recently as well, maybe expecting that they could have an advantage here, but so far so good. Yeah, now third round, man. They've knocked Navi down to the half-buy.
This is going to be very difficult for Navi to hold on and avoid a 0-4 beginning. These bad starts to maps were plaguing Navi. Their game against NRG, they started map 1, 2-6 down, map 2, 1-8 down, map 3, 1-8 down. I mean, the beginnings of these maps were just diabolical, but that's maybe an opening for Zipan's found.
Eventually a great one, but, well, Cena just can't quite claim the second kill. It's evened out. 4 versus 4. Weapon advantage, of course, still to Edward Gaming. And look how they're playing. It's doubled up towards the back of Hall. It's a stun at the feet of Haodong, but swings out, claims his just before it's said and done. Well, Xiao is really not quite making a mess of this. He's really just pulling them back into it because suddenly, just like that, you cannot count a team like Navi out.
A small smile. That's done for the economy. CNED gets an operator in round 5.
Watching towards mid. It's interesting. I mean, Edward Gaming, when they've been playing Pearl, not too much nuance in terms of their play on this map of the attack side. It's heavy emphasis placed towards A and B, the far other side of the map in terms of those extremities. Middle, they don't really put too much play into, but CNED chooses to watch it. Here we go. High Tide ripped across, is having to really shove him off that angle because, again, holds his ground, dashes back. Great opener.
Nice timing from CNED finding the opening kill there. Kankang's looking to see if he can equalize things over towards A. It's so interesting hearing the Desk and Doombros discuss EDG as being a very aggressive team. They're actually, in my opinion, one of the least aggressive of all the Pacific squads that we have at this tournament. Or at least, they're the team that knows when to slow it down.
Yeah. Saying in the content piece as well, Kankang himself, oh my, agile with the movements, he gets it though, does not evade going down.
Yeah, that's opened things up on the other side, so it's a 4v4, but now Navi have lost control of B. The Seekers will tell them everything.
Cleared away for a safe plan. Angel seeing if he can do some damage before they can get themselves into the position as a dart. See some spam behind this wall potentially. Anybody taking care of this? Doesn't tag onto anyone. Nobody. What is that? 2 kills from that position. Tagged up. Just absolutely ludicrous.
It's a bad plant though. This Astro Wall is going to be really important here.
Yeah, it's committed. It's going to force Edward Gaming to play in front of this now, or at least to try and pick and choose a timing past it.
Can anyone hear the diffuse noise? It looks like Smoggy might be able to.
Kankang swings out, takes a timing there. A misplay potentially. Here's the tap. Chichu's going to be able to hear that. Back and forth through the wall, and there we have it. Navigated effectively, diverting that. Was a bit of a
chaotic A heaven. Losing player after player to 2Ks, 3Ks from crashes.
Spacing not being good.
The spacing was awful. They were also getting collatted on split constantly. This Na'Vi team, their spacing is causing them massive issues. Just how they group up together needs to be a focus for them.
State of the economy is a little bit odd here. Zipan with the rifle in his hands, maybe just going for a bit of a play, hoping to catch one player unaware. Pays for it though. Still a minute 10 in the round as well, so potential for them to really slow this down. Take the B site in waves. Don't have to rush into too much if you are EDG.
One of Haodong's big points in this round is going to be to try and figure out if Navi have stacked the site. That's the IGL for the team.
They're scared of a push through A.
Yeah, you can see them pinging it in the spawn.
They flash spawn as well with the sky to try and get any sense of noise cues if somebody might have been pushed, but no. They're going to choose to commit into this. There's a smoke in their face. Trailblazer.
That flash,
few areas. Nice start.
Flash behind gives them good confidence, but now nobody doesn't have one up to actually push forward.
30 seconds left.
Not going to have that utility now. We're getting to 27 seconds. Navi, pretty much the entirety of their team as well, grouped up towards this area, trying to force out a fade out. A lot of these big tools, there it is, Hunter's Fury to try and deny the plan with 17 seconds left. Time running so damn short. CNED skipping and hopping all the way across. He's going to be falling, spammed through. Shao, he claims 2.
But the spike was planted.
It was indeed, wasn't denied. Common angles. Bullets raining down onto them. Nobody is weak. Angel, 5 health. Dart going to be used to clear close. Into Link. A rifle picked up, but overextends. His body just out in the open, and it's left Shao to do the most. Moment where they line up here. Time pressure, though, and they were watching for it. The smoke, the push, 5-1. That's going to be that scoreline. EDG.
Brain-intensive,
yeah,
low-action game.
I mean, a nuanced game of Valorant, which you might not really expect too much, right? I mean,
very surprising when you're thinking about Kankang CNED on this map.
Operator for CNED, though. Pushed up, deep dart broken. Has the dash, is going to activate it. You know, somebody's here. Does he choose to take the fight? Orb in his face. Still has the dash.
Meanwhile, pressure being applied over towards A right now. EDG are like faking an entrance, trying to burn it out. No, they're just going straight in.
They're just barreling forwards.
Okay.
Yeah, no subterfuge around this one. Spike starting to get planted now with the breaking out of that utility. Fragmentator decided a little bit late there. It's delayed.
They got in very quickly into A. Chishu is miles away at this point.
He's going to be out of the action, honestly. This is a big map as well. He might have to get a bit of a move on.
We saw Vipers have those Nanoswarm lineups, Mako specifically, from mid.
Big group up here towards the back of the site here. No command. Ripped off. Kang falls. Finds it. Lockdown as well.
They're rapid.
This is really difficult. They're going to have to try and wrap around and break this one, but they're all just falling to it. It's watched. Through the choke point. Up to just Smoggy. Detected, pulled. This way, that way. The util is nice from Navi. They do circumvent that.
But Howdong does have a stinger. And they have massive ults. So EDG need to win this one. Very important for the momentum.
The fact that Kang hasn't bought a rifle for Howdong, I think, implies that he wants to try and get the op for next round. Here we go, moving across the side. CNED wide out in the open. There's really no support for him there. He's been punished for it.
It was Smoggy taking a straight up aim duel as well. Chishu had the free kill and Smoggy just takes him out.
So that's the op, maybe saving a bit of pocket change for Kang if he was trying to opt into saving it, but still holds his ground and position. Trailblazer pushing forwards. It does spot out a lot of that Killjoy utility. You can see the pings on the map there. Oh, yep, that's spammable. Got to be careful. But slowed down again. Like you're saying, Josh, this EDG team, they've definitely learned from these international appearances.
Absolutely.
One suppressed.
Oh, that timing.
Wow, that is brutal. Well, the right click doesn't land. Zipan who wins the fight.
Don't know how, he was pushed up right into Zipan's face.
Into Seekers though. Finally the tempo is increased. They take the site though. 30 seconds. Lockdown's going to be used to try and clear them back. Angel still holding his ground there. Bit of spam onto the corner. Gets tagged ever so slightly, but has to respect this one. Still the spike's not going down, and it's an opportunity for Navi to really flood back into this one, but spike planted. Here's the Viper's pit as well. I think escapes it ever so slightly on the edge.
That is not a good pit for the plant position.
Not planning for it. Shout rips off the head of nobody, trying to hold towards the back of Hall as a tap onto the spike. A bit of spam. Raw damage again. The Viper's pit falls as well as Chichu goes down. It's down to Smoggy. He cannot withstand that. Triple face, the Navi players. Excellency on display.
And I talked about how important that round was going to be for EDG because their economy relied on it. They had so many ults too. Has allowed Na'Vi to get back into things. You can't offer a team like Na'Vi opportunities. They're going to take them.
Steadily clawing their way back in terms of the rounds. Emphasis placed from Na'Vi into mid. Taking this one together again. It's CNED holding with the op towards double doors. Oh, and his angle is Chichu. He heard the footsteps and he was hoping to catch a cheeky timing. CNED though too wise for that. Doesn't give up that space and positioning. The rest of Edward Gaming also now grouped up on a bit of a weaker buy. Kang does have the rifle though, and well, nobody as well with the Guardian. Start to do some serious damage, already dashing forwards towards the back of the site. How does he want to play this one? Well, with pure disrespect, that's what he's got in mind. Just walking right through the high tide, slowed down, not a care in the world. He's going for it again, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. This time holding a closer position towards the back. He's got the rest of his team as well to help him out. Maybe nobody potentially getting a flash online at some point to help him out.
Navi are taking a long time setting up this retake.
The side flip like this, it could be in a bit of trouble. Moving the way through, yeah, I've seen it taken care of through art now. These players need to be keeping this one together. Otherwise, it's going to be falling to pieces very, very quickly for Navi. Edward Gaming still with the Sheriffs, with the rifles in their hands. It's a one fight. Very smart reposition from them in a moment.
Kankan once again winning that Jet head-to-head, although, frankly, hasn't really been the story of the match so far.
Seeing the way that this Pearl map has played as well as a breath of fresh air. It's been really no semblance of trying to play for the post-plant util. It's just been these fights being taken, util to set them up.
Yeah, different style for sure.
Yeah, EDG. Set the sides towards art, break the util.
And then slow the pace down. Now, Na'Vi aren't the kind of team that's going to make an aggressive move on the other side of the map most of the time. You know, Angel's on Sova. He's not going to be pushing up and allowing Chichu a free pick. This style works fantastically in China, but it's not really finding the openings that Howdong's looking for.
Well, they do force out the dash from CNED.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice. It means that he can play as aggressively now with this operator.
And also because they haven't given away any sound cues, CNED isn't here to meet them on B if they do intend to commit.
Here we go. It's a stamping herd of elephants all the way down. Shao inside of his own star, yeah, playing around it. Let's claim Kang. Jet player falling. Smoggy was attempting something there akin to a lurk all the way through into Art, so it's left him at a massive player disadvantage. Now you see it firing through. The sidelines are theirs. They know exactly where nobody is. Convergence on his position. So EDG can.
Well, it's a bad economy for them.
The last two underneath their belt, yeah. But they have got that operator in Kangkang's hand.
And this is the round to go for something crazy if you're EDG, like we saw before. NAVI fighting for a main control this time. Not something that they've done too much of.
There's a dart and a flash to re-clear. And a drone as well is used on top of it.
Very heavy commitment. And, this tells you that Angel's moved away from his normal position over towards back B, and he swapped with the operator. Can EDG get a read on that?
This is a very deep angle for Zipan to be playing in. The op misses onto the corner. Smoke blooms. Creates a bit of a one-way for Zipan.
It's a very awkward
space to maneuver.
Yeah, it's a very awkward smoke to get through as an attacker. You feel unsafe constantly there if you're trying to scale.
They renew it. Another star placed down. 45 seconds. That's what we're looking at in terms of the round. A bit of re-exploration from Xiao now.
It looks like with the direction of the spike that we're going to have.
Soon.
Oh yeah. So we've got a small battle in Art, but also the Jet fight over towards B long. And Xiao wins that one against Smoggy, so no opening there for the attackers.
Smoggy just out in the open, not expecting a player to be pushed like that.
There is an op battle over here, but the spike's going back over to A.
Yeah, this is all over the place. A jump spot. Peak holds his ground. Both of the shots going wide. A bit of a handshake as the bullets go over the shoulders.
This has pulled the A players away.
Oh yeah, it's faked it. Chichu falls. Kangkang's getting out of there now. 11 seconds remaining, but nobody onto the A side to deny this one. So the plant will go down. We'll see the extension of play in this round, but there needs to be some risks taken. Nobody, that's why he's pushing forwards, but as he goes to clear close, his crosshair placement just wasn't locked onto the right place. Give Xiao an easy one, left into a 2v5. Gonna take a miracle. Maybe Kangkang can be the player to do so. There's one. Jump spot, collateral! Again! Skewered into the back, and suddenly, it's winnable. And Elva pointing out the knives have been earned. He backs away with the dash because he's buying time for Haodong. Haodong spotted. Around towards the back, a tap onto the spike. Kangkang, the emphasis is placed. And a shot lands, but he just cannot manage it. But my God, did he give it all he's got?
That looked superb.
That's the quality of play you could expect. In case you haven't been watching Edward Gaming play. Kangkang, it feels like he pulls out moments like that at any point in time when he's got that operator.
Which he still has.
Yeah. And so final round of this first half. Trailblazer used.
That's a
But
lot
after
of
the drone, yeah, the drone does spot the two of them, doesn't it?
They know the
Oh boy. Hunter's Fury all grouped up. It's tagged. Two players. A lot of damage done. It's Angel. Rips it away. The first kill for him. Let's see. This is a bit of a scramble for EDG. It's offset. The player disadvantage. Smoggy. He earns his towards R. Again, the tempo just been dropped a tad, isn't it? Slow down the pace, cut noise. Wait to see what NAVI will do because it's re-exploration from Angel. It's watched, yeah, Kang's got it. The op angle, it's there. With Angel falling now, they want to try and go into this, but Zipan is close to the corner. Are they going to clear him? Yeah, it's a hard clearance from Haodong, but he doesn't have anybody else to trade it through still. The shot lands, the shot's nailed. Kangkang, you can always rely on him. CNED, nice. Bladestorm now with the dash. Plenty of updrafts as well to go. What can he do with it? Up in the air, the reactions! Just extraordinary. And Sugetsu, last one standing, a 1v3. Warbang through, dash away, one bullet left. Of course Kangkang's going for it. He's feeling it. 7-5, well-earned round.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think Desk has some great points. Kangkang should find it easier to have an op on defense. He's got to worry about different pieces of utility though, like the drone and the recon dart.
Where is that landing?
That's a recon just to clear out that close area, the same way that a Cascade Flash would usually do it for the Harbor Viper comp. And it's very difficult to break whilst not being committed.
Two players contacting an either way, turret taken out. They expect it, someone close, two of them. And Kangkang does not shy away from the fight, but he's taken out.
Xiao and Sugetsu stand like pillars in mid.
Still another bit of an attempt from Chichu. Oh, agile with the movement. Smoggy's still looking as well to take his own fight towards B. NAVI don't rush into things. They get the kills, they back away, they slow it down. They've got a minute left in this pistol round. They don't need to jump into anything.
EDG are going to look to try and make a move here. Because when you're in a 3v5, you've got to try and make something happen.
You can hear it. Oh, wow. Almost catching that timing.
I mean, he's also only got a classic there, so very difficult to land the kill.
And the Swarm's going to be deaded here. Dart does tag towards the back onto two of the players. Smoggy has got to hold it down towards that angle, but everyone just trying to push through the smokes as well. Yeah. Important one to win for Navi as well. Deny any chance for EDG to get the money rolling. Kankang actually opting into a bit of a marshal. Grouped up. Cena's now got that Phantom as well, so extra bullets in the clip for him to spray through, farming up the orbs. Bit of priority here. Navi going for that classic buy of theirs as well with two of the ghosts. Looking for a clean, flawless round from them. Hopefully get the economy going.
And EDG cannot afford to let a game of Pearl slip through their hands again. Like we were talking about earlier, there have been 2 matches lost this year that ended on Pearl in 12-14, heartbreaking, confidence-crushing, morale-melting fashion.
Nobody swinging to break the drone. Everybody walking through in towards Art. Navi haven't made any noise here. Grouped up side by side like ships in the night. And they collapse, they collide. Head to head, face to face. High Tide blocking off a bit of that one, but not too much left to withstand it. Towards the back of the side, nobody's escaping some of the harm, but as well, that knife will spot at least him. He's load up.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. That's like a warship meeting a dinghy on the open ocean. That's not a fair fight. Splintered the EDG ship to pieces there. But yeah, the slim lead that they had at the half is now going to get equalized. And 7-7, they're going to be massively relying on Kankan to get some value done. That's a prime game in Flawless for Navi.
I don't know when the darts are coming towards you, so that's what makes it so effective.
Yeah.
It's also just good for being able to get information behind these high tides and Viper walls.
Yeah, certainly. Really important beginning for Navi. So again, reiterating the same points, it's forced Kanghang to go into the half armor and the rifle. He doesn't have the money flowing enough to buy an operator on the defense side, so.
Shishu with a bit of a jump peek there.
Yeah.
Zipan's looking to pre-aim it. It's only a Bulldog. But now he's trying to take out any alarm bot that's going to be in that area. No such luck.
Nobody.
Oh. He's so far ahead. I mean, Kankang's not the one taking contact there, it's the Sky.
Yeah. It's unusual. And so much later, look at Kankang right behind.
They're not going to anticipate this. The recon dart got bad information. Angel thinks this area is clear, but Kankang can't afford to go quickly because he'll make footsteps. He is going to get behind them, though, and meet an alarm bot at some point.
And he did get information.
It's hard for him, really, to influence the round, though, without giving away his positioning to Sugetsu, who's ready to pounce.
He has called, though, that they've all rotated over towards B. That's why EDG is stacking it. Yet Sugetsu has watched it. So Kankang not going to be getting away with that. Not onto the flank. Spammer onto the high tide corner. Chichu falls close to default. Round the side. Howdong, Smoggy. They pounce out from the woodwork. And Smoggy has maybe made this one winnable. 19 seconds. Spike drop down is favorable. Spam that screens the reload. Right there for the taking. Incredible stuff. That is just disgusting.
That's 2 rounds now where Smoggy's won it for them.
They needed it. Deep wall cutting across towards A.
Take a look at the economy here, just for a moment. Chishu only has a ghost, and Kankang has not dropped for him because Kankang wants to get an op online. Yeah. The economy management here, a little awkward for EDG. And Chishu's the player that's hard anchoring B, so this could get really weird.
There's CNED as well, who's decided to opt into the operator of his own. He has worked himself onto that TP angle. There's a fight that potentially you might see a bit of a brawl towards A. Still doesn't land the shot onto the jump peak. Not using his high tide. It's an interesting one.
It's a bizarre one.
It's like an abstract art piece on the minimap.
I mean, it's also a question mark, so it really is a piece of poetry.
Yeah, I'm often left with questions sometimes watching some of these teams, but in this case, it's been a delight.
Okay, so now Chichu Is he going to look for info again? No, just pops up the Viper wall. I am really interested to see how this player with the Ghost is going to be able to handle the hit. They've been effective so far for Na'Vi, but the time is running low.
Yeah, 25 seconds. Rifle in CNED's hands now. There's a snakebite at his feet. It's going to stave off that aggression as well. The Viper Orb will fall, though. Kang still towards the back of Halls. What timing does he take? There's a smoke drop down. He just can't quite land the shots, the bullets. Running down, not hitting that spray. Down as well, and the smoke still watched for CNED. Is there? G-Tube flicks to the side with the Ghost.
Huh?
Okay. Wins that one, doesn't he? Everyone from Na'Vi backing away, though. They want to try and play this one from a post-plant position because Angel does have the Hunter's Fury.
Xiao's about as far away as he could possibly get.
Yeah.
They'll still have a pull on the spike.
That's that global presence and utility. Really does apply that time pressure. EDG hoping that they can at least stick onto it, on top of the angle, swinging through into the high tide, and now really is all on Angel. Okay, Hunter's Fury. It's ripped across over the top as well. Xiao is still behind them. Damage done. Xiao right behind. It denies it. It's half on the defuse. Nobody is miles away. He realizes it's not winnable. The timing, it was there for Xiao.
Played that nicely, but it's EDG's economy that gets massacred.
It's so weird, isn't it? Because they win that prior round, it resets the loss bonus. They can't save for the op still.
Yep.
And they've been sacrificing their economy this entire time to try and get Kang this op. It's going to take another miracle. Nobody. Close. The rifle, though, not getting any work done. Round to the side, Kang's there. Dash, disengage away.
He got out?
There's no way he's surviving here, but he is.
Upgraded to a Vandal.
That is insane.
Absolute robbery.
Where's he pulled that one from? Off the ground.
He's just mugged Na'Vi.
That is unbelievable.
Question is whether he can make anything of it, though, because they're still at a player disadvantage here. It's a 3v4.
Here we have it. Cosmic Divide cuts up, smokes, Nana swarms, dropping it. Nobody can push up and play off of this one, backing around. Back of the site still contained. This Cosmic Divide is really difficult to get through.
And you can see how good Na'Vi are at playing around their own comp. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, the dart behind the wall. Any chance of EDG trying to play as the wall was going down, denied. They back away. Looking to do some damage here. Is the round really still winnable? Time is ticking. Further and further. There's a pull on the spike.
There's just no way it is. I'd like to see Kang save the oh, well, if he saves the Vandal, he might not have enough money actually to buy the operator, so never mind.
Okay. We'll have to find out.
I'd love to see if Na'Vi have got any fast rounds planned to make the tempo different, assuming they get the read on Kang potentially having an op.
The drone's used early, doesn't spot Kang. Obviously, he's playing all the way over towards B, deep. Player at his side, and now pressure mounting onto Howdon. Can he anchor? To be any sort of explosive presence. Well, smoke goes down, nobody out into the open. There's a splash. A dash, CNED's towards the back with a dart as well. You can feel the pressures there. Smoggy did well to try and watch for that one. Covered one angle, still close to the corner, has the lockdown. Angel, he knows he's there. Way to the side, adjusts the aim ever so slightly. Gets away with it. Left on 56 health. Complete avoidance of Kang.
Really well done by Na'Vi. They realize that Kang is not going to be opping over towards A as soon as they take A main control. They pivot into an A hit. Nobody caught out in the open. And they stop Smoggy from being able to safely put down that lockdown. No chance of a retake. Two players with massive ults there. Howdong had Reckoning, Smoggy had lockdown. Neither of them able to play in this. Na'Vi just applying the squeeze onto EDG, and perfectly timed with when Kang finally had enough money to get the op online. We're still only just beginning to enter the final quarter of Pearl, but it feels like Na'Vi have gone from looking shaky at the start to now being completely in control. They're controlling, they're identifying where the operator is, and these execs, EDG don't know where to look with the utility. I don't think they'll have ever played against a composition like this, or at least not recently. People used to run solo Astra comps on this map, but not for a long while.
Look at how good it is. I mean, the deep knife that's delayed for the first 10 seconds of the round. They know that nobody's pushed up close. Drone spots out Kang. So
and
that's the goal of that utility. Yeah, and they instantly respond. This is the Na'Vi game plan. Even though they're not running the double wall comp.
This is quite cool, though. Howdong stuck himself into a really awkward position. So if they're anticipating Na'Vi running away from Kang, nobody's baiting for Howdong here. The problem is he's only got it.
Well, he just cascaded from the corner. He's
just giving away where he is.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay.
I mean, he only had a sheriff anyway. It's not like you can spray everyone down.
Uses it to reposition, updraft on top of the box.
Kang's already here.
No command as well. Through. There it is. Rips forwards. Run and gun. That's the play. CNED doesn't want to catch those hands as well. Not in a straight-up gunfight. Takes out the opposition. Xiao really being swept, just trying to buy time for the rest of his team as well, because nobody in Haodong, they were being squeezed.
Good help. Very good help by
Seconds.
CNED and Sugetsu.
Nobody got Zipan up. 2 versus 3. Chichu taking risks. Wider play. Shot's not really landing onto the target there. Rattled off with the share. Still the lockdown. Opting to use it.
For it.
Opting to use it. They have the guns for the job as well. The fight is lost. Xiao is so damn consistent. The rifle will change hands here. Picked up towards main, but really have to get a move on. They don't have art control. There's nano swarms. There's a pull. Really just does not feel winnable for Smoggy. Just way too much against him. The tap onto the spike, baiting out the next level towards it, but you can hear it. The spike is ticking, rapidly approaching the demise of the round. Baiting it out. There's one, almost grabbing the second, but again, it's just that time. He doesn't have it. He realizes it. Operator even denied from him. He was hoping to get that into the next round. But Navi,
and his aim is superb.
25 kills.
Unbelievably consistent.
Just insanity with this level of play.
It's like the Grim Reaper. He's utterly inevitable.
Exactly right. That role that he's playing with the Astra, it's usually going to be that final line of defense if it's even necessary, but he's been ripping apart EDG. Alarm bot close here. Contact play, but groups up with Navi. They remove a lot of this Killjoy utility. Flash over the top as well. Reckoning is a choice to fight this. Evo Gaming, they want to take it to them. Spike's been dropped. Navi, okay, all the way, this way, that way. It's going to be the dash to disengage for CNED. Behind the box as well, wants to try and take the clean fight. He does so. Kang will fall. Spike is still dropped in the middle of nowhere, but massive player disadvantage. What a reaction from Navi.
Yeah, so good. Those are the kind of protocols that they'll have been working on.
Round to the side though, players are weak. Chuchu resets the aim towards the box. Xiao! There's that last level, that last line of defense, but it's up to Angel. Smoggy has the read, he's holding this angle. Not a care in the world, not a worry, can he land a shot with the reactions? Again! Smoggy has been the savior.
It's not. It's those supportive players, the last bastions. Xiao and Smoggy having their own private battle to see how many rounds they can win.
And that was one hell of a lifeline that has been offered. It's got the op back into Kang Kang's hand. It's renewed sense of hope maybe that the map could still be theirs. It's only 2 rounds to stand between them and being able to bring it to even against what Navi's running. The drone didn't see anything.
And that's more scary for Navi.
Is.
If you don't see anything, Kang might have just been dodging it and getting ready to post back up. But they're gonna start going forwards anyway.
Yeah. Viper's bit off of what kind of timing, not too sure.
It works though.
Yeah, lay it down here. Knife broken. CNED, he's inside the pit. He's got the dash active. Looks like he wants to make a play. Spamming, that is so damn dangerous. But the decay kicking in. There's a lockdown. This will clear this one all the way out. Chichu can't afford to play into this one. They're still watching double doors because they knew that Sugetsu was lurking. Dog did spot him at the beginning of this round. There's a gap towards the back here of Halls, and there it is, Smoggy. He catches it. Maybe not the player is anticipating. Chichu finally dealt with though towards the back of Halls. It's 4 versus 4, retaking with the operator plan. Denied. Spam through. It's Haodong bringing this one down. Angel now forced to try and plant this, but as the smoke fades away, Sugetsu is massive. It's 2 kills.
Here.
Both sides looking for an advantage with the operator. Kang down. Angle there. Back of Halls. Smoke. CNED in towards it. It's got to be calmed. He hits the flick. Do they know where he is?
Diffuse the spike.
Dashes back. Pings towards it. Out to the wide. Sugetsu lands the shot. 3 kills in the round. Can he make it 4? To bring it to 12. A tap. Doesn't open himself wide. He knows he's not on it. He gets the info. Another tap. Smoggy desperate to bait the peak. Does he know he's not in it now with the tag onto the defuse? Smoggy, time and on board, and what is that? Sugetsu is just...
Economy down. This is going to be the most difficult round for them to win if there's any chance of the comeback happening. Any chance of this going to OT.
Navi, one more round will do it. Lock up the first map in this series will be under their belt. Walls on walls. It's a cascade and a high tide. Sent flying near the beginning, Navi grouping up. 3 of their players. Not really too much intention behind it though. Just a drone while the rest of them actually back away.
It's a good break though, because it stops them from seeing nobody tucked around the corner. And he's at a close distance to maximize value from his stinger.
Again, it's going to have to take so much. Kankang falls. Going for the reclear towards A main. Forces out the high tide. Rips its way through. Smoggy doesn't land his shot. Nana Swarm activated. More there. Hunter's Fury now. It's in the corner. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. The first tag. An attempt by Sagetsu. Still kills going slightly even. 2 players left standing. Can nobody do it? Flashes there. Does connect all the way around. And okay.
What a play.
Earns himself an upgrade.
He's the player that was holding close towards A main at the beginning. Managed to finesse everybody.
It's been flipped towards the back. Trailblazer. Okay, doesn't actually choose to tag it onto the player planting 5 HP. Smoggy into the smoke. CNED, I mean, he's looking the wrong way. Lockdown committed. It has to be. Got to respect a player like Xiao. Pushing round. Xiao doesn't choose to kill it. Okay, now destroying it. It's alerted him to his position. The jiggle peak. Smoggy wants to take first contact on 5 health. He has been just outstanding.
EDG are going to live to fight another day here on Pearl. The last 2 times we've seen them
He's
play.
been that beacon of hope for them.
He certainly has.
Kept them in it so many rounds now.
They're going to need it again, and their economy's still not good enough for Kankan to be able to pick up an operator.
Might be a good thing, honestly, with the way that Navi have just been avoiding him like the plague. Drone. Tag onto the corner, clears through into A, mid. It's being explored.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I was taking a look at the economy. Kankan could have bought an op here, and he chose to go for the rifle instead.
Oh, doubled up. Haodong behind the box. Flash. Anti. Spam is there, and it's collected.
What a setup.
One after another.
They know that Navi have been pressuring towards Art so much, and they decide to go for that. Beautiful stuff. Spike drop down, and EDG are not looking to fight over it. It's just going to waste more time as Navi try to win a 2v5. EDG are doing this. How? I'm not quite sure. It has taken miracles and gutsy plays. The decision to go for an all-in piece like that.
Heroics on display.
But unless Angel and Sagetsu can do something superb here, it looks like we're going to be heading to the final round of regulation.
Piece of util broken, forces out that high tide. 30 seconds. Just seems so improbable right now for Navi. I mean, they're still lurking their way around, but I think at this point opting into keeping the operator. Angel just picking it up as well. No intention to throw away their lives.
And this will be an excellent boost to the economy for EDG. I know there's only 1 round remaining, but there was a serious chance that they win and still enter the final round with crushed weaponry. Had this one been expensive, but it's not. It's flawless. What a good spot to use that ultimate to re-clear NAVI or to play the retake. It could be game-changing. It could push them over. But here we go.
The knife and the dart used together. Clears out towards A very fast now. Navi, they're not wasting time. The Blade Storm all picked up. That's going to be the null command.
I mean, there's a massive rotation happening between the EDG players. Nobody in Haodong ran immediately over to B, anticipating that Navi were going to make this swap. What kind of read is this? This is incredible.
Read, I mean, not only this as well, they've got Kang playing close with the operator. He's not going to show himself. The drone's still in the back pocket of Angel, but it's a job of nobody to try and break it. He's pushing up. Nobody's got his teammate close to the corner. Someone needs to break this. It spots him. And it's the bait and switch.
Wait, they didn't break the drone.
They didn't break it because nobody wants to try and hold for any sort of kill. Swarmed onto the angle here, and there it is. The rifle letting it rip, flicking a wrist towards the side. Kang. Oh my goodness. Bullets landing towards the back of the head. He's right to the side. He will fall through the smoke. And damage not enough done to bring down the player. Zipan's weak. Tap with the plan, trying to bait something out. And again, Chichu will be the one to fall. Reckoning, everything being expended. It's desperation for EDG to hold on. And Haodong, he might just be the man to do it. Nana Swarm's deaded, shots landing. And Zipan, a sliver of health. Turret in his face, not planted for him. Wide to the side, a cove as well. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We are going to OT.
With talked about. And the first match win for China. Not quite the same thing on the line here. We're only in map 1. But they will want to reverse that scoreline, reverse the fate. Can they hold on in OT? It has been just the worst for them so far.
The battle rages on, doesn't it? Both the Jet players opting into buying the operators.
Of course.
No armor.
Of course.
One smoke between them each. Drone doesn't see much. Deep dart, that's all the Sova util really being used now. About a minute 10 into it.
And EDG looked like they made an adjustment here based off a timeout or a discussion internally to try and deny Angel good information with this and play around those Sova timings. You know, they anticipated the rotate, had like a fake play with the drone in round 24, and now they've dodged all of Angel's util and grouped up at B.
Jump smoke just in case. Lining up. Making me scared.
Xiao in the smoke.
Yeah, smoke up close again. This time Trailblazer used a bit further back. Xiao catches the timing. Nana Swarm vulnerable up. There's a snake bite. It's all used together to try and clear out the common corners. Howdong. Cove. It's in his face. The back of horse still not cleared though. It's watch nobody adjusts the aim. 4 versus 4. And the reflank attempt to smoke. He just misses the timing. Recall. There it is. Lands a shot but instantly traded.
3v3.
To get 2 watching for it. Flash over the top as well. CNED struggling to get a handle on it, but yet adjust the aim nevertheless. Kangang brought down. EDG. Howdong and nobody. They've got to do so much. Pre-aiming onto the corner. Up to just Howdong. 1v2. A white face, a white swing. Xiao, here's the footsteps. Star there, forces the fight in the astral form. Tap with the rifles. It's a game of chicken. Does he choose to push? Held still. Time on his side. Lands it. 13 to 12.
That round took everything from them.
Howdong really so smart the way he played it. He's given them a chance. A golden one. 1 round. Nobody tagged. Nobody covering him. He tried to break the drone. He didn't even do just that. Xiao. Oh, this guy. These moments of brilliance just shining through. And it looks like an attempt from EDG. They want to flood in. There's a cascade. There's a gap there. But again, it's answered. Pound for pound, Xiao has just been such a ridiculous player. Earning the Cosmic Divide. Kang pushing through. He's got the operator. 61 health. He wants an easy fight. He hears the footsteps. Does he choose to take the repeat down? My God, no scoping. Get rid of that Nana Swarm. He's tired of it. Turret broken. Still so much to watch. Flash over the top. What? A flick to the side. Oh my.
Position. It's somewhat similar to his initiator fights that he takes. Obvi once more.
And 13-13. Nana Swarm and Snakebite, that's sent gliding. You can hear it right through the air. Meant to punish anybody who's playing. I believe towards Link. Forced the dash out of CNED now with the operator again.
EDG haven't been able to get to round 27 previously. He's always been shut out before that. One Pearl.
Trailblazers used and broken. EDG want nothing to do with it.
I like this alarm bot that Sketsu's put down in A main. It just gives them such confidence, but he's actually facing it as well. He's looking for a fight over here. So Kang's slowly taking space over in this area.
I think Zipan's got a flash off the alarm bot.
Yeah,
looks like what he's setting up for.
But surely Sugetsu would almost take contact first.
Let's see what he chooses to do. Fight! Sprayed through! Howdong! Again! He's not messing around, is he? An instant stun from Xiao to try and slow down the inevitable, but at this point they have already barreled through. They have the sight. There's dart. Revealed, spam sprayed, adjustment to movement. You're looking agile with it.
Yeah, but they haven't done any damage.
Potentially because the cone was up, but as it falls down, CNED's still there towards the bag. CNED claims 2, and he's looking for the 3rd. Turret removed for him. Xiao, he's got his back towards the corner. Kang close. It's a 2v1. Patience is played. CNED's got the knives, and this is it. A 4th kill to turn the round in his favor. He's hunting for the target. He doesn't clear the corner. Chichu, cool, calm, and collected. Doesn't eliminated. So they're the last one standing. Stalwart defenders for the pride of their entire nation. Let's see if they can do it. Can they claim the first chance here on map number 1? You only need the one round. There's a drone used very early on. It's deep.
EDG have not been getting any value out of players stuck in back halls here. Normally, a player in Smoggy's position has just been flushed out. They've got Astra stuns, they've got recon darts, they've got KO flashes, a lot to get you out of this.
Knife was close to the corner. Smoggy could actually break that one. Maybe a bit of a misplay. Clear towards the back here. Now Trailblazer used. There was an attempt of a punish. Sugetsu tried to run up towards it.
They know that nobody has been sloppy with his positioning. So that makes sense there to try and punish this guy. But he was behind the corner, at least this time.
50 seconds. No player advantage.
And no player in B link, which is where NAVI are headed.
Angel's pre-aiming for the jump spot. Smoggy was playing there. They drop down into the smoke now, working their way through into B link. It's going to be that 4-1 split. Somebody holding towards the backside of this one. Howdong is there on to Heaven. Feeling it now towards the back of Horse. What can Smoggy do? Pushing right through into the smoke. Smoggy still alive. Takes the first fight, but CNET, he wrangles control of the rifle. Maintains and holds.
EDG just cannot figure out how to deal with that. That player in backside always getting flushed. And now in a 2v4 to win the map.
So much to clear. Not enough util to really do it here. Still the rifles. Look at this crossfire setup, it's brutal. Two players in link, one towards the back of Horse, one takes the fight. Kang managed to work his way into the back of Horse here, but what can he really do? He dashed right out into the open! Yeah, CNET's going to capitalize instantaneously. 14-14.
This is the first time that Kang has not bought attacking op in OT.
Just going for the rifle. CNET thinking otherwise though. Heavy group up. It's up to him to do something about it and spam onto the corner. Catches Kang. Adjustments. It was there with the aim. Reposition with the dash close to pillar. Is there anything to clear him out? He wants to take another bite of the apple. Wide swing as well. Wide phase the no scope. CNET is an absolute beast. Maybe just getting a bit ahead of himself. He was hoping for the second kill there. Maybe to just refresh the dash.
I don't think NAVI will be mad about that one though. They're in a 4v2 to get themselves another map point.
Jump spot, nobody, reactions. Spike was picked up, side by side. Smoggy at his back.
And if EDG pivot, they've got Shao at their backs.
All that space has been vacuumed into mid, you're exactly right. So NAVI have got a really clear idea of what's happening here. They can play off any one of these players. Contact Zipan, really good with the movement.
Clean, extreme.
Just pulling off amazing moments. And now, shoes on the other foot, isn't it? NAVI, they just need the one round. They can lock up this map.
NAVI have already let 3 map points slip through their fingers though. They've not been clean with it so far. Can EDG pull out the impossible once more?
Can they stay alive? Operator again. Towards the side, he hasn't really adjusted his aim for it. They already crossed over towards the side. There's a flash into it. He's still got the dash. Takes the fight. Dashes forwards anyway.
The reaction times are unreal.
Kang, when you watch him, you just know he's not going to miss. The aim is just so calm. And he's giving them the player advantage now. An immediate rotation all the way over towards A. NAVI. I feel like they've got a bit of a read on this. They've left Shao in a forward position here towards A main because they took that space earlier. And the rest of them now grouping up. They have to be careful though. Kang! He does not miss!
Why is that flick?
It's insane. The reaction times of this guy, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like it. He makes the op look like it's pre-nerf and it's all running all the way towards B. Chichu calls it. The rest of NAVI approaching his position now. Trying to get this plant down. Zipan's there. Got a clean fight. Anti-flash. Chichu, he was ready for it, anticipated it. Spike's been dropped into the back of Horse. You don't really need to make these plays yet still. Kang goes for it. 3 there. Knives around the side. Make it 4. Why not? Add another one to the collection of multi. Honestly. Because the amount of times we've been describing this guy is ludicrous, insane, crazy. He just pulls off the impossible.
He's exhausting the list of superlatives, isn't he? But that's why people consider him the best player in China. What he can do, these kind of things. He's going to pick up the attacking op again. So it's op-v-op on EDG's attack side. They've done this almost all the time. We saw a slight difference in round 29. Which of these teams is going to be able to get it across the line, though? This looks like it could be the longest game that we've ever had.
On a 3-match day.
No one wants to go home.
Yeah.
in every sense of the term.
Maybe production, but
Keep him trapped.
listen, I'm here. I'm here for it. Keep the game going. 15-15. Extension of play in map number 1. It's a lovely camera shot.
And how do you bring out new ideas? You know, you're so deep into this. Both teams have already used the timeout that they get in overtime, so it's all just down to the players. The players have to be constantly thinking, generating ideas, ways of spicing stuff up.
Kang. Nana Swarms. They'll be popped off here. There's 27 seconds in this round. Turret not broken. They're just spamming down the common angles as well. Walls in their face. No one really knows what they're landing and hitting with these shots. Weren't even aiming at Haodong. Just pulling brilliance out of thin air. Flash over the top, right over the top. And time is running so damn short here. Spike in the hands of Chichu. He chooses to plant it wide out into the open. Spammed by Zipline, but it doesn't connect onto it. Close to the corner, that's Smoggy.
That spam would have won them the round.
Thought it was brave. Chichu planting out in the open there, but it works out. 2 versus 2. Nana Swarm popped off. Close to the corner is Smoggy. Chichu knows. Oh my God, the short he pulled down and swinging off the contact.
He just straight up wins it for the team. And Haodong's clutch 2Ks. This team is desperate not to lose here.
You got to get it over the line. They can't have the repeat. The international stage is the best chance they've had. Yes, Kang. Oh, the consistency is off the charts.
He puts his team in a 5v4 to win on Pearl.
Can they do it? Can they get it over that line? Alarmbot's going to be broken here. CNED, he activated the dash. It's going to be fading away of how slow this is being played. Trailblazers getting a bit of information there, spotting Xiao. And it's enough to indicate, or at least force the rotation.
Yeah, Kang just comes sprinting over.
Not wasting any time. Turret's broken. Watching towards Ard. It's up to nobody to hold this main angle because look at Kang. Again, exploring close. Catches Angel with the bow out in his hands. Now they move forwards. Through into Ard. 2 players grouped up, but this is it, surely. The finisher, Kang seeks to deliver the final blow. Nobody's there. 3 kills, 9 turn. Once more, sprayed through. Map 1 is theirs.